My time at Biola was transformational in shaping me into the person and musician that I am today. When I think back to my 4 years in the piano performance program there, the first thing I think of is the faculty and of my piano professor who constantly and lovingly pushed me to challenge myself to really be listening to the sounds that I was creating at the piano. She was always thinking ahead to what would help me the most, and this of course meant that I grew immensely during those 4 years, but much more importantly, this sense of diligent, attentive listening has been so important in my continued growth as a pianist even now, and especially in my work with my own students. The other thing I think of during that time is the incredible community of the conservatory. It was always big enough that I felt like I had classmates I could look up to aspirationally, but at the same time it was small enough that I felt really known there, both by my friends and my classmates, but also by the faculty. And it was such a special thing to be somewhere where I knew that I was cared for, not just in my musical growth, but my personal growth and my spiritual growth as well. I think this system of support there really made it possible for me to take advantage of all the performance opportunities that were there at the conservatory. This often meant, in the piano area, playing master classes with the world-class guest artists that would come in. But I also just got to try out everything that one can do as a pianist, playing as a soloist with the orchestra, playing in chamber ensembles, new music ensembles, playing for the opera, playing for student composers. I really got to experience all the different things that one can do as a classical pianist in the world today. I know that my life now as a pianist is so much richer and broader thanks to this breadth of experiences from Biola.
My name is Christy George, and I'm thrilled to have been a graduate from the piano area in Biola University's Conservatory of Music. As a student of Dr. Lee Shang-hung during my time there, I find myself regularly remembering many of the ways I was impacted during my time of study. On the one hand, Dr. Hung really encourages her students to become the best musician they can be. This is fitting because the pursuit of beauty is infinite. God as its source, there's no such thing as a finished piece or a finished work. The endeavor can be infinite. Because of this, though, it's really a hard thing to grapple with how to make music well within the confines of our own limited person and in such a way that is still filled with joy and freedom. Because of the kind of musicianship that I saw in Dr. Hung herself, and then the things that she encouraged in me as a student and in my peers, I was able to glimpse a kind of quality of music making that is pretty rare in a small Christian liberal arts college. This level of excellence that demands that you listen with so much accuracy and so much curiosity so that you can become increasingly better technically and musically is invaluable. Perhaps the even more important aspect, though, is the reality that Dr. Hung models for her students that to be an artist goes hand in hand with being a Christian in pursuit of a deepening love of God. She regularly reminded us to pray as we were seeking guidance during our practice sessions. And this was such a practical way of remembering that I couldn't become an excellent artist on my own, nor indeed was I supposed to. At this point in my career, I find that I have been readied for so many of the things that I do now. I currently serve as the music department chair at Sterling College in Sterling, Kansas, and I teach applied piano lessons, courses in music history, upper division music theory, and aural skills. And I am so grateful very regularly for my time in the piano area at Biola University. I hope you go.